Hello guys, we're going to have another lesson today, but first we are going to have a review of the last lesson that we had, another sound for C and another sound for G. But if you will, if you need to stop the video, please stop the video at this time and get something to write on and something to write with. You can get a pencil and paper, or you can get a board, a marker, and an eraser, whichever you want to write with will be fine, but get something to write on and something to write with. Okay? For our review, we are going to read the last two rows of words, and then we're going to read our sentences. Now, this is reviewing another sound for C. When CE and CI are together, they're going to make the rainbow S sound of S. And when GE and GI are together in a word, they're going to make the rainbow J sound of J. All right, so this first word right here, ready? Read with me. Fudge, sight, bridge, fence, France. The next list of words, gist, race, twice, glance, chance. And remember, we said that when we hear the short vowel sound, as in bridge, we hear the I, then we're going to spell that D-G-E. J is spelled with D-G-E because our English words do not end in the letter J, but we do have the J sound, and D-G-E is the way that we spell that. Likewise, in the case of the long vowel, as in cage and page, we hear that long vowel sound, page, cage, but the sound that J spelled, G-E. All right, let's look at these sentences. Let's read sentence number 1. Ready? Can I use your cell phone to call home? Sentence 2. The place had a nice bridge. Sentence 3. I got the gist on page 10. All right, good job, guys. We're going to now move on to our next lesson. We're going to be adding suffixes to phonetic skill 3. And remember, phonetic skill 3 is when the vowel stands alone. It's long and strong. Phonetic skill 4, the silent E at the end tells the first vowel to say its name or the long sound. So here we have a word, and to prove that word, we're going to mark our vowel with an X. And so now that vowel stands alone, so that vowel sound is going to be long. This follows phonetic skill 3. The vowel sound is E, the word is B. So once you want to add a suffix, remember we rewrite the base word and then add the suffix and underline it. So we had the word be, and then we added ing to the end, the suffix ing, being. We are being very good at working on our lessons. So for phonetic skill 3, we just add the suffix. Let's look at this word. We're going to mark our vowel. The vowel stands alone, so it's long and strong. The word is go. If we want to add a suffix, we're going to rewrite the base word and then add our suffix and underline it. Going. We are going to have a great December. December is great. So, phonetic skill 3 words, we just add the suffix. For a phonetic skill 4 word, let's prove this word. We're going to mark our first vowel, going underneath, mark the second vowel up and around. That E is silent, and that silent E tells that first vowel in the word to be long. So the vowel sound is O, and the word is hope. I hope you can understand the difference between phonetic skill 3 words and phonetic skill 4 words. Now, when we have a phonetic skill 4 word, before we can add the suffix, we're going to rewrite the base word. We only prove the word once, so we've got our base word hope. But now, when we add a suffix to a phonetic skill 4 word, we're going to drop or erase that E and then add our suffix and underline it. Hope, hoping. She was hoping for a bicycle for Christmas. So phonetic skill 4 words, we erase or drop that E and then add our suffix. And this one, the reason we do not double it like we do with phonetic skill 1 words, that would be hopping. She was hopping for a bicycle for Christmas. No, she was hoping. That O needs to still say the O sound. And here we have 2 consonants after that O, so it's going to be short, but there's just one after it, and that E made it silent. So we're not going to get that confused with doubling the last consonant to phonetic skill 1 words. Okay. All right. Hoped. I hoped it would be a quick day. Hoped. Still, we dropped that E before we added ED. So far we've added ing as a suffix and ed as a suffix. All right, so we're going to prove this base word. We'll mark our A, stay underneath, mark our E. The E is silent. C and E together make that rainbow S. And then because E cannot go across the C and the N, the S is a guardian, the N is a guardian, the vowel sound is short. Dance. Would you like to dance? So we're going to rewrite our base word. And since this word followed phonetic skill 4, we're going to have to drop that E before adding our suffix ing and underline it. Dance, dancing. Dance, danced. So again, we erase or drop that E and then add ing or add ed. And the reason we drop it or erase it is because our suffix, we would not keep the E because our suffix is ed. Always drop or erase that silent E before adding the suffix. All right, let's prove this word. Mark our A, mark our E. The E is silent. G and E together make the rainbow J, and then the silent E at the end tells that first vowel to be long. So the vowel sound is A, the word is cage. Okay, we're going to add a suffix to cage. Because this follows phonetic skill 4, we're going to drop that E before we add ed. Caged. The bird was caged. And I always underline our suffix. Okay, what we'd like to do now is I'm going to dictate some words to you. So if you didn't get something before, please make sure you do have something to write on and something to write with. I'm going to call out some words to you, and you will. We're going to write the base word and prove it. Then we will rewrite the base word before we add our suffix to it to change it. Okay. So first word I want to call out to you: pile. Pile. Give it back to me, please. We will pile the clothes in the basket. Pile. Go ahead and write that base word pile and prove that word. Let me show you my word. Okay. This word follows phonetic skill 4. So I did prove my first word. Now I want you to rewrite that base word, pile, and then erase that E before you make it piling. She is piling the leaves on top. And don't forget to underline your suffix. There we have pile, piling. And notice that I did write my base word pile, but then I erased my E, and then I added ing and underlined it. Okay. Next word, go, go. Give it back to me, please. We will go to the store. Go ahead and write and prove that base word go. Check your work. Now I want you to rewrite that base word, and I want you to make the word going. She is going to the store. And since this word followed phonetic skill 3, I just added the suffix. I didn't have to drop anything. I just rewrote my base word go, added ing, and underlined it. Going. She is going to the store. Okay, next word. Cute, cute. Give it back to me. That little puppy is cute. Let's tap it out. Cute, cute. Go ahead and write and prove that word. Show me your word. I'm going to show you my word. Check your word, please. Make sure that you spelled it correctly and marked it correctly. That word is cute. It follows phonetic scale number 4. So when we add our suffix, we're going to drop that silent E before adding our suffix. Now I want you to rewrite that base word and I want you to make it cutest. That is the cutest puppy I have ever seen. And this is what it should look like. I rewrote my base word cute, dropped that E, and then added my suffix est, cutest. Okay, we're going to do one more word. The word is ripe, ripe. Give it back to me. That banana is very ripe. Let's tap it out. R-I-P. Good. Go ahead and write and prove that word ripe. Check your work. This word follows phonetic skill 4. So now I want you to rewrite that base word ripe, and I want you to write the word riper. That banana is riper than the apple. Go ahead and rewrite the base word. Drop that E, and then add ER and underline it. That banana is riper than the apple. Okay. So phonetic skill 3 words, just add the suffix. Phonetic skill 4 words, when you're adding the suffix, drop that silent E before you add your suffix. All right, guys, get your eraser ready or your pencil. I want you to point to the word that rhymes with no. What word rhymes with no? Did you point to go? Good. Point to the word that rhymes with dial. Dial. Did you point to pile? Which word would make the sentence make sense? That little cat is the blank. Did you touch cutest? Okay. And we're going to touch one more word. I want you to point to a phonetic skill 4 word that starts with an R. Did you point to ripe? Good job. All right, what we're going to do now, we are going to transfer reading about the suffixes. So let me go to our next slide. So when we add suffixes to phonetic skill 3 words, notice we just add the suffix. When we add suffixes to phonetic skill 4 words, we drop that final E before adding our suffix. And we added suffixes ing, ed, er, est. So looking at these phonetic skill 3 words where we just add the suffix, we have go and going. Okay, read these with me. Be, bean. Now here are phonetic skill 4 words, and notice we have our phonetic skill 4 word, and it has an E at the end, but then we're going to drop that when we add the suffixes. Okay? So let's read our base word. Ready? Joke, joking, joked, joker. Great job. Here's our base word, fine, and then our words where we dropped that E and then added our suffix, find, finer, finest. Okay, let's read our sentences. Sorry about that, on the bottom. All right, so the first sentence, ready, begin. She is going to be the finest baker. What is she going to be? A baker. What kind of baker? The finest. All right, let's read sentence number 2. He is being poked by that striped plant. What is poking him? The plant. What kind of plant? It's striped. All right, the last sentence. The cutest dog in the pet shop was smiling at me. Let's read that one again for more fluency. The cutest dog in the pet shop was smiling at me. Notice how I read together the cutest dog in the pet shop was smiling at me. I phrased some of those together like we're when we read our phrases. So let's read that again, phrasing that sentence like that. Ready? The cutest dog in the pet shop was smiling at me. So what was in the pet shop? A dog. And what kind of dog was it? The cutest. What was the dog doing? Smiling. All right, guys. Good job on adding suffixes to phonetic skills 3 and 4. Remember, if you're adding a suffix to a phonetic skill 3 word, just add the suffix. If you're adding a suffix to a phonetic skill 4 word, drop that final E, add your suffix. Great. Have a great day.